Inside I heard the trumpets call, a salute to the champions on the wall. And in the jazz of squalls and in passion brawls she danced.
Yeah. All right, so it is early Saturday morning. The interesting thing about this is I don't think you've had any battles for at least an entire day. Friday was relatively quiet. You kind of went and handled stuff, didn't have to kill any evil nasties or stuff like that. You guys went to the dive shop, such as it was. I think the rest of you kind of just handled business. You worked on stuff. You worked on stuff. You worked on stuff. I actually played a gig on Friday night at El Gato Negro, and it seems like DEF CON level has probably diminished down to almost DEF CON 1, so there's not a whole lot going on. But it's Saturday morning, so tell me who wakes up first, and what do you do?
I'm getting up early. I'm going to get my map laminated at the local
place.
Staples.
Staples will do it for you, that's for sure. I'm sure there's a Staples.
And start sending out text messages. I'm just gonna send money bag emojis and cigarettes and
got it. Very good.
Maps.
Okay.
And all that.
All right, it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Rally.
Your phones start buzzing. Zzz, zzz, zzz,
Does mine?
zzz, zzz. Yeah, yours does too. You're sleeping, so you're not able to fritz your phone. Yours probably doesn't go zzz because it's not a smartphone. It probably goes ding or something. Something really mediocrely silly.
That's the one.
The one I use that because it reminds me of the satellite phone that the dinosaur ate in Jurassic Park
sequel.
They have to dig into the poop to get it. All right, so you start texting people. All right, your phones start going off. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning.
I was probably awake.
Yeah, probably.
I'll probably be up there around that time too.
Yeah. Okay. So your phones are going off. You're probably still doing remodeling on the
bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom. I will say you may have been up for maybe 30 minutes or so working on it. You're all sweaty and dust all over you.
Mm-hmm.
You've got most of it probably taken care of, at least the demolition part. Now it's going to be a situation of running the plumbing and all that other stuff. Jody, you're probably getting ready to set up stuff for the ward that you're putting in place. You may have done some of the spells for the ward, but just haven't put up the final big ward that requires the lightning.
Right.
That'd probably be the attack spell that requires the lightning. So, yeah. Okay. Chuck?
It's 8 o'clock, I'm asleep.
Knock the phone off the dresser. Hide it under a pillow, go to sleep. Yeah. Sir Darwin.
Along the similar lines. However, I like to think that I'm more of like a 8:30, maybe closer to 9 o'clock kind of person. So it's like right around 8 o'clock is kind of like look at the phone and just see the name, can't comprehend the emojis, and like, not yet.
Not yet. Roll back over, go to bed. All right.
In an hour.
Did we get emojis?
Yeah. So Volt, what do you do? Your phone starts going off. You're demolitioning. You look at the phone. You see it's from Miranda. She's sending like treasure chest emojis, and pirate ship emojis and stuff.
Money bags and cigarettes.
Yeah. Probably bank robber in there.
Yeah. Coast.
When were we supposed to meet? Did we put a time?
I don't think so. I didn't see anything in my
Sometime
notes.
that day or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just excited.
I'll text, when are we meeting?
Good question.
I'll be like...
Is it group text, I guess?
Yeah, I'm sending this in the group chat.
Please tell me you're just going to send like a picture of a clock.
No, I'm just going to
Like,
call him.
You're going to call him?
Since he's the only person who's replied yet, right?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Okay, I'll be like, he's up! And I'll call. Ring, ring, ring.
A dragon noise, lightning crackling. It's probably actually recorded from your actual lightning strike.
It's egg shit and all things start small or whatever the thing he says. That's
very small. All right, no, so you pick up.
Hey.
I didn't get it.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey, you're awake.
I am.
That's great. I rallied the troops. I was thinking we could meet at a central location and talk strategy. Hey, you have a lot of room at your place.
I do.
It doesn't have to be at your. Hey, we could meet like in a restaurant or something.
I like that better.
Okay, all right, we'll do that. Is there like a McDonald's that's centrally located anywhere? Okay, I'll find the most centrally located McDonald's and be like, I'll text you the address.
Okay,
Oh,
definitely.
I haven't heard from everybody yet, so when I hear back from everybody, I'll let you know what time.
Sounds good.
Okay,
All right. Della, you are prepping stuff for magic and
5
you
p.m.
probably
is-
cast your preliminary ward spells.
I'm just gonna be sitting at McDonald's like,
What are you gonna do?
they're coming.
You've seen the emojis.
So I see the emojis, and I guess I figured out that it's
And
McDonald's.
you see you see actually what time are we meeting from Volt, and that's all you see.
Oh. So I'm going to respond, I don't know.
Oh, she's awake.
Oh. But I know better than to call her because that could. Wait, no, your cell phone work, or you have a landline. Do I have a landline?
She has a
number?
landline. You have a landline number.
I call the landline number. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
You're awake.
Yeah, I am. What's
So,
up?
The plan is at a yet to be determined time to meet up at headquarters, aka a centrally located McDonald's, and discuss strategy for the you know what.
Okay.
This might not be
Sounds
a clean
good.
line. Don't want to
Sounds
say.
good. Do you need any help with anything this morning?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Wait, what day is this?
Saturday morning.
Okay. No, I'm good. I'm free.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Cool. See you at when I'll let you know.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.
You're I guess getting stuff ready. Probably checking to make sure your scuba suit works, and
Yeah. I probably got up hella early and already checked over that. This
you
is
put on the
Christmas
face mask,
for me.
adjusted it, taken it off, adjusted it a little
Put
more.
the snorkel stuff on.
Make sure it fits just right.
Filled up my sink, tested it,
Bathtub.
Yeah.
Sticking your head in the bathtub. No, maybe not. No, that'd be bad.
Well, if I really wanted to simulate Lake Pontchartrain,
Yeah, that's about right. You're not far off.
yeah. So I will probably, just because I'm impatient, go to the library and see if I can find any books on treasure hunting.
Treasure hunting? Okay.
Or
All right. You head to the library. Library doesn't open until 9. So
I
you
sit
get
on the
there.
steps.
So you're there about 8:30. About 8:30, you finally roll over, grab your phone, realize that it's Miranda. She's sending all kinds of emojis about treasure and pirates and.
This is a group text.
Yes, it is.
All right.
You see him say, "What time are we meeting?" And she says, "I don't know," and that's it. Then it goes dark.
Well, I'll wait for a reply then.
Okay. So what are you going to do while you're waiting?
Let's see. I want to say around the same time, remembering from where we had left off,
Mm-hmm.
we were doing
The armor stuff.
armor stuff with you.
I've delivered
Yes.
it. I will
Right.
say.
Right.
You handed off all the components and pieces and parts,
Right.
materials and whatnot.
I said you could keep anything extra.
Right. To play with.
And there's also
The case.
the case from Bunk.
Mhm.
That's correct.
I don't. I say we weren't going to use that case you had at the time, were we?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually you have your hard case and then you got like a soft
Right.
case that you
Right.
can kind of
Right.
And
So it was the hard case you were going to
Hard case is
adjust.
what I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Because I want to say that you brought it, I took measurements, and then you took it with you because you had a gig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
right.
I don't have that, but that is something that I can look into, do a little diagram with. I think I'll go ahead and do that because I've already done a whole lot of pre-planning for his thing.
Okay.
And now that I have the stuff, it'll be a bit more of inventory management to see
Right.
exactly what all I have to work with for that.
Sure.
So
Okay. All right. So you start doing some measurements. Do me a craftsmanship roll just to see how well you do on this. You have pretty good craftsmanship. Ooh, that's a pretty good roll too.
Mhm.
Wow. Plus 2 dice.
so let's see, that is 8.
Okay.
Wow.
You start looking at the different things. You're pretty sure that you can take this hard case and make it so that it has an external door on it that will actually allow him to access the shotgun and the pistol without actually opening the case. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
he'll be able to, just carry the case. He can reach down and then pull the shotgun out. You're thinking you can actually make it so that he could literally reach through, grab the shotgun, pull it out, and he'd be good to go. Or the pistol, the same kind of thing. So you start doing some sketches, looking at how the different types of plastics in his case are going to work and how you're going to have to, the size of these guns since you're taking measurements on them, do some mock-ups and stuff like that. Takes you probably maybe an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm going to cut back over to
That sounds
Miranda.
good.
Miranda, the library opens. Okay. Yeah. Go inside the library.
Yes.
Okay. You go inside. There's a very sleepy-looking young man sitting behind the desk, the main marble desk in the main entranceway. Kind of looks at you, and they've got the little things that will go off if you bring a book out and haven't checked it out yet. And he kind of looks at you. He's got a cup of coffee he's sipping on. You head into the main proper of the library to the card catalog. There's actually a computerized card catalog. So you go in there and you start, typing in treasure hunting. Lots of things come up. There's a bunch of novels by various and sundry people about treasure hunting. Most of them are, fiction and stuff like that. A couple memoirs about people who have actually done some treasure hunting. There's a book called Raise the Titanic, where they talk about, getting the Titanic and what they would do to try and get it off the bottom of the ocean. Nobody really talking about how to be a treasure hunter. It's kind of sad. Just lots of people telling how they did certain things they did. That's pretty much it.
There's some marketing
Got it.
efficiency.
Did you try the...
Paranet, I don't know if I know about them.
Oh, she does.
No, I was going to say Nicolas Cage's biography.
Yeah,
No, that's not what it
National Treasure.
You could probably check out a copy of National Treasure.
I will
sit down and
definitely
watch
put
it.
that on hold to be checked out later.
Actually, they do have a copy of National Treasure, and since you have a library card, you could definitely check it out if you want.
I will.
Okay, there you
I
go.
will.
All right, so you pick up the copy of National Treasure, right?
That's all the planning
yeah.
you need.
So
National Treasure 1 and 2, I guess.
I'm a sixth one.
Okay, it's really much better movies.
Just the little shot beat. So I'll get the movie, and is that sleepy young man, the only guy that's at the library right now?
He's the only one you've seen. There's also a young lady. She looks maybe she's in her 30s or something like that, sitting behind one of the desks further in. Maybe she's information desk or something like that. She looks very sleepy as well. Seems to be drinking coffee as well. So there you go.
Okay. Well, one more thing I want to look for in the card catalog is any information on like weapons forging, origins of weapons and where they come from, and like
A little more specific for me? I'm not
I
sure where
am
you're going.
looking for information on like culturally or historically, like the origins of like where my weapon might have been forged.
Ah, okay. So you're looking for Swords of the Cross then, okay, specifically. All right.
I thought
Or just
100%
the
you're just going to
type
be
of-
like, yes, you find the big picture encyclopedia of weapons.
That's right.
Just-
Well, I have one actually in the house.
Probably practices the different stances that they use when they write.
I was looking. Yes, if by some miracle this library has information on a Sword of a Cross, but just more generally the type of weapon that it is, like if it's a scimitar or whatever.
It's a cavalry
Like
saber,
cavalry
yeah, like
saber.
would be used back. Yeah, well, there's a lot of information on cavalry sabers, different, mainly it's weapons of the Civil War and that
Got
kind
it.
of stuff. And so there's a lot of things about the guns and the different bayonets, cavalry sabers, why they have the certain shape they have, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Which yours is definitely a cavalry saber and not a scimitar. It's a little more modern. But you also know that the Swords of the Cross have been reworked over the years, and so this is not the
Original form.
Yours looks like Esperachius and Durandal. You know it's not, because it's got the wrong tang nut, and there's only 3 Swords of the Cross, and they're all accounted for. So you got the 4th one. But again, from what you've heard of for the sort of the cross that yours looks like, I mean, they could literally be sister swords.
Okay.
The only real difference that you know of, at least it's what Gabriel Beaumont told you, is that the tang nut on the one he's seen that Sonya wields is a sun, yours is a moon.
Got it.
So, I mean, he was like, these could be identical twins. So, yeah, there's nothing other than that. Cavalry sabers had a certain curve to them, so they were better to wield from horseback. You're probably not going to be on horseback anytime soon. So you never know.
Yeah.
So, you never know.
Seahorse.
So you got a moped,
Seahorse.
right?
Yeah, he's got a moped.
Alright.
No, there you go. Named Flame.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what I imagine riding a seahorse because they're like this
I'll
big.
check out National
Giants.
Treasure
Okay.
and I guess head back home and watch it
National
while I
Treasure.
wait for other people to wake up and text me back.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
because I haven't heard from Bunker Darwin yet, I'm
Mhm.
just going to say in the chat, in the text, with actual words for once.
Uh-oh.
Hey, let me know when you guys wake up.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I'm gonna go.
It's probably about
Nicholas
9:15, 9:30 now. Okay.
and
Okay, yeah.
before
It's still way too
10.
early for you, but yeah, it's not very early for you actually, Darwin. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Now that I have more information to go on, I'm up.
He's up. Hello. Ring.
Nice.
Like I was like, I hit send and then burn. Oh,
It's on. Yeah.
hello.
Hello. What's on the docket for the day, Mr. D-Man?
I don't know. I thought you were the one doing the planning.
I am, and I have a headquarters location for us. I just do not have a time because it needs to work for everybody. And Bunk's probably still asleep. So, McDonald's on Drive.
Yeah. You know where that is.
And we're gonna meet there once everyone is accounted for.
So we're waiting on Bunk.
Yeah, but I mean, he did a long set last night. Plus, we did a lot of stuff yesterday, so I don't want to I mean, I know where he lives. I could wake him up, but
So I have
don't-
time to do other things.
Yeah, you got time
Oh,
to do
okay.
other
Okay.
things,
Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you. No, that's necessary
No problem.
information.
Hey, yeah, no, this is whatever you got going on is obviously the priority. The treasure can wait or whatever. It's fine.
Allegedly.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta have faith. Anyways, well, let me know when you're free, and we can and we're not all waiting on you or anything. I don't mean to make it sound like that, but
Oh. Okay. All right. Let me know when then.
okay, sounds great.
All right.
All
Bye.
right, bye.
All right. Anything you're gonna attempt while you're waiting for the call to go out for the Avengers to assemble?
In actual practice, probably not. But for sake of flavor, just doing the inventory stuff that I had previously said, trying to figure out all the materials that I have to work with for the armor project.
Cool. You probably actually, start for the armor project. You probably actually start stitching some stuff together, making sure it all fits. Give me another craftsmanship roll. Let's see where we are on that.
This is the one thing I can do, guys.
Yeah, you are good at the craftsman stuff. Ooh.
Even with 2 minuses, I am at +4.
Okay.
Nice.
It's going slower than you thought. Some of the stuff doesn't seem to be working exactly the way you thought, mainly because you're trying to make it so it'll expand when he changes shape. Some of the materials are a little more rigid than you realize. You're realizing you're going to have to put some more gussets in there with some of this other ballistic nylon, and so you're having to change some of the designs. So it's taking a little longer than you realize. But that's okay. I mean, this is your element. This is what you enjoy.
Experimentation is great.
That's right. So you're sketching stuff out and, putting things together and, taking things apart and doing all that stuff. Okay. You head home.
Mm-hmm.
Your DVD player, you put National Treasure in there, and it starts. And so you're watching National Treasure for about the next 2 hours. You are doing what, Mr. Volt?
I've cleared out most of the boxes, right?
You've emptied the boxes out. Yeah.
I guess all I need is plumbing for the bathroom next.
Right.
I don't think I need any more renovation stuff.
Did you want to do anything in the office to make it a little more livable? I mean, it's again a lot of linoleum and cheap furniture, but it's up to you. I mean,
Yeah, I guess so. I'm a dragon. I gotta make it look nice and gorgeous.
Yeah, you
So I'll
kinda
do
do.
that. I'll go up there and start renovating that and
okay.
throw out any not so great faux wood stuff.
Yeah, most of the cabinetry is just really cheap, press board garbage. The linoleum is very yellowed. Okay, so you probably start pulling up the linoleum and pulling out these cabinets and stuff like that. Well, that's the
Good
bird. I
thing
was
you're
trying to figure out what
strong.
that was. All right,
Yeah.
so you start pulling that stuff out, and you get it kind of all down to the dumpster that's nearby and that stuff. You head back upstairs, and you're pulling stuff out, and you've been at it for maybe another 30 minutes. It's probably about 10 o'clock, and there's a knock on the door.
How does everybody know where my dragon lair is?
Well,
I stomp over to the door and I open it, but very cordially.
there is a very large man that you recognize standing outside. This is the gentleman who you remember from the other night when you went to see. Yeah, he was the guy who was in the Rolls Royce when you went to see.
John Robertier,
Yeah.
or Jean Robertier, Della's sister.
Yes. Let's see what her name is. I've got my stuff here. Her name is Jean-Marie Robert. Yeah.
Oh.
It's Jean-Marie. Yeah. Anyway, but he's standing out there. He kind of looks in the door, sees that there's no one there. It's just you, and then steps out of the way, and she comes sweeping in.
Oh Lord.
Okay. It's still early. She's got this. Yeah. So she just comes sweeping in.
Say, come in.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, so I like what you've done with the place. So renovations, this is the warehouse I gave you?
Yeah.
And so she says, can I get a tour?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
This is the office. As you can see, it's under construction.
Mhm.
And then I'll take her downstairs and to the big open kind of concrete area.
Right.
I've got that cargo container in the middle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then I'll walk down and point to the bathrooms. This will be the master bathroom.
She
That
goes,
is also currently under renovation.
so are you going to be living in the office area or downstairs?
Haven't decided yet.
So it looks like you're going to need a good plumber and maybe a good carpenter.
Yeah.
I know some guys. Perhaps you'd be interested in hiring them.
While I do appreciate the offer, I can get by on my own resources.
Oh, okay.
But I, again, very much appreciate your help.
She says, well, like I said, I know some guys. They don't come cheap and they don't come for free, but they are good craftsmen and they do good work. So let me know if you want to use them. She says, I just figured I'd find out what I actually gave you. So she's kind of looking around and stuff like that. She says, well, I look forward to seeing the final product.
Giving me a great hobby to work on.
Oh, good. Well, I'll be seeing you. And so she, kind of strolls to one of the roll-up doors and
I'm going to say that's all, just a house call.
that's it. Just wanted to see how things are going.
All right.
Which I guess it's been a couple days since you've seen her.
Yeah.
And so she kind of heads to one of the roll-up doors, and then it's kind of probably chained down, and so I guess you probably go over and let her out to the
Yeah, I'll
chain
go
door.
in and I'll roll it up for her.
Okay. The big guy is standing there, and he kind of comes down the stairs. They get back into this beautiful Rolls Royce again. And
Can I inspect this big guy? What does he look like? I want to make a check. Is he human, or is there more to him than
give
we
me
see?
an alertness check. Well, you actually give me an investigation check. That's probably more along the lines of what we're doing.
Sure, you don't want to learn
Yeah, probably so.
Come on, big money, no whammies. All right, that's a 1.
So.
That's a 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
As far as you're concerned, he's human. He looks like he works out, probably, juices a bit. But he's very deferential to her. So,
Are there any
yeah.
weapons on him or anything? Can I
Yeah,
find
he's
that?
carrying a pistol. But that's about it. He's just carrying a big pistol, kind of in a shoulder rig right underneath here.
Yeah.
That's it. He doesn't seem like he's carrying. I mean, if he is, they're well hidden. So
Yeah.
what you see is a large pistol and a shoulder rig underneath his coat. You mainly see it when he opens the door to let her in. You see that he's got the
Catch a
shoulder rig
glance
there.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. He seems very polite when it comes to you, of course, which I guess he's been told to be nice. So yeah.
As she walks out, I do bow and say, drive safe.
She says, "Oh, so formal. I appreciate the sentiment though." And slides into the car. He closes the door, gets into the passenger seat, and then the driver, of course, takes them out through the gate and stuff like that. Yeah.
I wait till as they're hitting the dusty trail. That's when the roller door
Okay.
comes down.
Yeah. Seems pretty
Like
quiet.
a cinematic.
Yeah. Seems pretty quiet. Mainly she's just seeing what's going on, I guess.
And I thought to myself, gotta put cameras in.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Definitely for sure. All right, so Della probably was when we last left you. It was probably around 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
You said I was finishing up
You've cast a few of the preliminary spells to get things in place. You haven't put the big ward up.
right.
You haven't put the attack spells up
Right.
yet, but you've got the ones that are going to block the windows, the alert spell, that kind of stuff.
And since I know that Volt is awake because he sent a message in the chat, I'm gonna text Volt.
Okay. Private text. Uh-oh. Zzz.
I'm just gonna say, "Hey, could you hit a branch with lightning and bring it to me, or I'll come get it after you hit the branch with lightning. I need it for my house."
Well, specifically, it had to hit a tree. And it had to be a branch from a tree
I
that got
need
hit by
you
lightning.
to hit a tree with lightning.
There aren't any trees around your warehouse.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
gonna
on the
say,
docks
you're
or
kind of in the docks area. There's kind of like scrub brush. There's some little kind of spindly little trees. If you hit them with lightning, you're pretty sure they're going to go up. Oh, that's not so good. Yeah.
Well, they'll have to text me
Is
back.
there a particular tree?
Big enough to not die when you hit it. I'll go look for some trees.
You know where big trees are.
I know.
I'll say, no, I've got it.
Are you sure?
Oh no, I can't find a tree.
Most of the big
I'm
trees.
gonna type W for whatever.
Okay. Most of the big trees are going to be probably in parks.
Okay.
You could probably go to Audubon Park and do it.
No one will notice that.
Yeah, right. Wow, what was that?
No one's ever at Audubon Park.
There's a few other ones like in people's front yards,
Just
but
don't
you
start
definitely
that
think people would
tree
notice
that
that.
There's
Mine
no
out of?
garden district.
Yeah,
Because
garden district.
there's still like a lot of derelict buildings on the outskirts
Oh,
of New
yeah.
Orleans.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
find a tree in someone's yard that looks still run down and nobody's occupied.
Right.
Like that.
Okay. So you kind of hop in your car,
Yeah.
begin kind of cruising, looking for places. There's a lot of these buildings that are empty, especially when you head out towards Metairie. You're able to find a tree that's kind of like in this little. It's like a playground, but most of the houses are abandoned around it. There's a tree that's kind of medium size, look like a swamp oak or something like that. You kind of case the area, look to see if anybody's there. And tree hits, kind of shimmies, catches on fire. You see the lightning kind of course up and down the things and then die off pretty quickly.
I just imagine the kid from Incredibles is there in his tricycle.
Wow!
When he sees
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible or whatever.
That's right. You again, it's going to break a branch off. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a big enough, a big one, but not so big it doesn't fit in the trunk.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, you can do that pretty
Because
easily.
I don't know exactly the size, but
Okay. Well, they're probably this big, and breaking it off. It's kind of singed, so
it's probably pretty
you
easy to
can
break
definitely tell that it's been hit by lightning.
off.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You throw it in the trunk of your car, and you gonna head to her place.
Yeah, I'll say on my way to yours.
All right.
When I get that, I'm gonna say, "Hey, was there more than one branch that was hit by the lightning?"
You could probably break another branch off.
I'll get back out of my car and go. I'll break 2 more and then
All
put
right.
them
Yeah,
in.
definitely do that.
You've had some
I
weird
uproot the tree.
interactions with
Yeah.
I
someone.
just tie it to the top of my.
I'm not going to let you uproot the tree. You might need a little higher might roll than that. Not a lot, just a
Yeah.
couple points. Yeah, but yeah, you can break couple branches off really easy. They may not be quite as big as this one,
Yeah,
but they're going to be
I'll
solid.
probably
So
do it.
yeah, it's good. You throw them back, and you get firewood in the trunk of your Impala.
Essential singed firewood.
And so you start heading to Della's. About 10 o'clock, you arrive at Della's. The car pulls up outside, and you recognize the blah, 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 of the Impala.
My stick is here.
Right. And there's Volt in the car with.
I bring all 3 branches out.
Yeah, one of them is like it's a big branch, probably about a 6-inch around, about this long, and you're like, oh, okay, that's a little big. That's nice. He's got a couple of them that are a little smaller. They're all of them about this long. One of them's about that big around, and one's slightly larger. So whichever
Could I
one.
chop the one in half?
Oh yeah, sure.
Would it still retain its lightning magic activity?
Make a lore check.
While she's rolling, I want to go ahead and get this out. Whenever she first said, well, I text Volt, can you hit, and I was like, she's ordering a hit.
Yeah, right.
Warren's ordering a hit. And then a little bit further goes on, you're like, was there a particular tree? It's like, this is it.
Tree is coming.
I'll get it.
Like,
I'll send you the address.
What exactly do you mean by tree?
I want you to protect the tree's soul.
So 7?
You're thinking that probably if you cut this large one in half, it would be fine.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, Bolt. Here's an axe. Can you cut that for me?
Where did you get an axe from?
I just throw it up and karate chop it in half.
Maybe I might check.
Bet.
I have a house
Is this considered breaking things?
Yes.
in a hurricane
Absolutely.
area. I'm gonna have an axe.
I'm not sure how it could be considered.
I don't know,
breaking
because
things.
chopping, breaking, I don't know
I
if
can't have a
that's
chainsaw because a chainsaw would not work for me.
Don't be shitty.
Chainsaw would probably work.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so that is 11?
Well,
Crap. You reach up, you toss it into the air, and then just punch through it, and the thing splinters go everywhere, and it breaks almost completely in half. You're gonna need to run not the lawnmower, the vacuum cleaner. The lawnmower would be a bad thing to run in the house.
So,
Yeah.
with improved
no,
lifting,
he broke it out. You broke it inside my house?
Yes,
wherever you said, I just.
it's in his house. It was in your house.
I actually thought we were still
Okay,
outside.
I thought we-
I thought we were
I broke
outside
it.
too.
Okay, there's a bunch of splinters on the ground outside
Okay,
the house.
thank you.
Okay.
I can only imagine, the look of disdain on his face whenever you try to hand him an axe. He breaks
Yeah, I
it,
don't
and then the
need
look of just
primary.
smugness, like,
What?
I was
I don't
also
need primate
imagining
Do
that it
you
was in the
know
house
who
also.
I am? Yeah.
Oh no, Auntie in the teapot.
Your house. Your house is gonna be a mess.
All right.
All right. Harry
So
Dresden's
I
house is a
gather-
mess too.
I gather my sticks. I put the other
Mhm.
3.
Mm-hmm.
I
You only
select the
need one.
nicest looking one. And
Right.
I put the other 3 in my shop or my
You,
workroom.
you're gonna probably okay. So he's over there. He's brought this to you. Okay. So now what?
What do you think? Would you like some tea or Coke or?
I'm good, thanks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go work on my words.
Do
some
some
more.
spells.
I'll see you at the headquarters.
Yes. As soon as you know where they are.
Have
let
you
me
mentioned
know.
mentioned him that he might want to put a ward around his warehouse?
No.
I don't know.
Has he talked to me about his warehouse?
I don't know.
Did he mention it to me?
Well, you had mentioned something about putting wards around everyone's house. Actually.
Okay. Yes, you're right. I had. So, hey, by the way,
Huh?
this. I have these sticks because I'm putting a ward, some big wards on my house.
Alright.
Do you need wards on your house?
Couldn't hurt.
Definitely could
Okay.
not hurt.
Yeah.
So, do you know what kind of things you'd like on your house? What kind of wards you want?
Things that kill people.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't put stuff that kills people on the house.
Yeah, you don't want that.
So I'll talk to him and say, so I have a defensive thing where you can't see into my house from the outside. It looks a little shady.
Maybe a pacification thing. Makes them weaker when they're in my lair.
Like maybe leave their powers at the door, or their powers are diminished somehow a little
Diminished, yeah.
So it'd be like a lock is what that would be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
bit. Okay. So diminished, and is
I
that
can
it?
get some
You want-
weird visitors, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want
Definitely.
anything that would like
High level ward would keep them out too, because they can't come in unless you disarm the ward and let them in.
Yeah.
They'd have to try and overcome it. So that's
I
not
like-
bad.
do you
I
like that too?
Yeah, high
You
level
like that
ward.
too?
Yeah.
High level ward and
So don't necessarily need anything. You might want to
Yeah.
have.
Do you
Right
wanna-
now.
hang
Might
on.
wanna have
Hey,
the old-
wait. Let me ask.
Okay, sorry.
What about like some kind of alarm that would alert you when somebody steps on your property?
Oh yeah, but tells me secretly.
Well, yeah,
All right.
yeah. You
I don't
let
want
me
to just
know.
go weep. You know,
Right? No. That's not what it's supposed to
Because I
do.
don't want to sneak up on him. Get him.
Yeah. So
I
you
would
would
want
just.
weep option.
Can I
That's a
have
little
weep,
more
weep,
dark.
please?
Weep, weep, please.
The weep option.
I want to know. I want my neighbors to know.
Yeah.
I want
And you
everyone there to know.
So yeah. I'll
I'll
do that for you.
someone at the door.
Let me write that down what you want.
Okay.
So
I appreciate it,
I'm
Dylan.
just gonna put it here for now. So you want a pacification,
Whisper option.
also known as lessening of powers.
Oh, that's not the right word.
What's a ward and then alarm?
Can't get in,
Stay your ass at home. Option.
That's
and then
right.
a silent alert.
A pocket
Okay.
watch that goes ding, 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 ding in your pocket. Yeah, that'd be a pocket
Oh,
watch.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Start
Volt.
wearing
So
vests.
I'll let
Yeah.
you know if there's any kind of ingredient I need help getting for any of that stuff, and once I finish mine, I'll come to your place.
You're thinking the spell's going to be very, very, very similar to yours. You won't need the lightning. I think your door had the freezing spell on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you won't need that aspect, which means the power level's probably going to be. I think we said your power level's like 12 or 14.
That's enough.
Yeah, his power level's probably going to be closer around 10. So alarms are easy. Well, okay, I take that back. The wards you would put on his place would be probably around 10. An alarm would put at level 11. If you're wanting to diminish people's power, that's probably going to be another couple points on top of that. So it's going to be probably strength 13. I think we had worked out yours was going to be somewhere around strength 20 or
Yeah.
something really high.
Jeez.
So yours is going to be probably around 13. But that's another story. We can work that out, and you can do the research on the spell, some lore checks to figure out what you need. You've probably got most of the items that you need, especially with what he just brought you now. So that would be pretty good. So
Okay.
I'll offer a
'Cause
firm
the-
handshake
I'll have
before I leave.
All right.
Pleasure doing business. No firm, not,
he's not trying to break your hand.
Yeah.
All
right.
Bad.
Anytime, Volt. Thank you for the help. I'll see you at the
secret
headquarters.
That's right. All right. You are working on what, Darwin? You've been working on the cases. You've got most of your research done on that. You've been putting some stuff together for the armor. It's probably coming up on. Well, you've been watching the movie. It's probably coming up on 11:30, maybe getting closer to noon-ish. Okay, so bunk roll. You roll over, look at your phone, realize there's been a bit of texting going on, about maybe 5 or 6 messages, the little message thing, and you're kind of like, I better check on this probably. So, yeah. Might be a gig from one of the bar owners, maybe something important. Yeah, right. So yeah, you see the stuff that's been going on in the message. They're planning a meet today sometime.
Okay, so I take back and you're okay.
He's up.
Just finished
Ring,
National
ring,
Treasure.
ring, ring, ring.
Your phone would.
Ring, 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 ring. He's not answering. Ring, 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 ring. Hey,
Your
you're
phone,
up.
your phone probably goes wrong, 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 wrong. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
You're away.
Yeah.
Hey, kind of away.
Haven't had any coffee yet. You're not sure awake is
Well-
quite the right word.
So, the gang's all getting together at McDonald's on Stone Street, and
You know where that is.
and going over the plan, and so we're kind of just sort of figuring out a timeline for everybody. So when's good for you?
Give me an hour or two.
Okay,
I'll be
great. All right, awesome. See you there.
All right.
Click.
Well, see you there.
All right.
Guess we're going.
Did she even tell you where it is?
She did tell me McDonald's. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I guess I'm just showing up.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Don't know what to bring or
Might want to bring the trombone. Who
bring my
knows?
trombone just in
And then
case.
I'll be like T-1 hour to go time in the chat. Just send that to everybody.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you guys know when that is. It's going to wind up being around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So,
Okay.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
And
All
I'll
right.
start making my
Anybody
way.
have any last minute preparations they want to do before they go to the meeting to figure out the plan? Get it out of the
Yes, I put my sandwich stuff back because I'm obviously going to eat when I get there. That's
Oh yeah.
Really?
True.
McDonald's? Are you sure? Alrighty.
Anyway,
So,
Sorry.
around 1 o'clock, you all begin assembling at this McDonald's, very centrally located street.
I've
Um,
been here since 12:15.
At least you have.
question. The McDonald's that we're meeting at, we all know this place. We all know it very well. Is it
That might flag
sorry,
on
this
YouTube.
is just important
Not
to me
gonna look for
personally.
Darwin's initials.
Is it one of those
somewhere.
kinds that has a play area?
Sure.
Yeah, that's break room.
All right,
Sure. You good, huh?
yeah, fine.
All right.
So
Does Darwin
Somebody's in the ball
play?
Darwin's in the ball pit. That's right.
That's obviously where we're having the meeting, guys. I don't understand what we're playing around.
There's only gonna be kids around. No prying ears from
That's
the
right.
adults.
I think if you're over a certain height, they won't let you get in the ball pit.
What are they gonna do? Remove us?
Yeah, it's probably true.
What are we gonna do?
Were you going to take me out of the ball pit?
Just see Baldo there's like just lowering yourself to the bar. Excuse me, sir, you can't.
I make $5 an hour. It is not worth going to a hospital. So no, I'm going back to sell Big
I
Macs.
haven't
Never
even
mind.
picked a table yet. I'm
Have fun. Look out! It's squishy in the bottom. Yeah.
That's not fun.
Because ball pits are gross. Yes, they are.
roll for
They're
this.
pretty gross.
Yeah.
Roll for dysentery.
Yeah. What would that be under? That would be under, I don't know.
Maybe in
Endurance. That'd be definitely under endurance.
Straight endurance roll.
Yeah, give me it. Okay. So you show up. You probably already got probably one of those 2 cheeseburger meals and a large Diet
half
Coke.
and half tea.
Okay. Maybe some fries.
Yeah, I probably would have already bought like apple pies for everybody.
Oh, there you go. So you roll up and there's got these nice fried pies sitting there, and they are pretty righteous.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably actually got.
They're half
Roll
of
me
them left.
again. Yeah, no memory. You really wanted some soft serve ice cream to go with your apple pie, but the ice cream machine was down. Because that makes those apple pies
Maybe you
amazing.
want to be sponsored by McDonald's. It was up and working amazing.
McDonald's, hey, give us a call if you want to change the way this rolls.
I'm gonna shoot
We could run this back.
I could change
This
it.
could be our headquarters forever.
We'll run this whole campaign out of
Yeah,
this
that's right.
McDonald's.
Out of McDonald's, that's right.
We'll call
And the-
ourselves the McHeroes.
And the ice cream will always be there and always be cold. That's right. Alrighty. So you guys all begin rolling in about the same time, right around 1:15, 1:05. You've been there for 45 minutes, so you got fried pies out for
Well,
everybody.
I was thinking if she was there for so long, got bored waiting for us, she'd be like nibbling off the fried pie.
Probably.
I've eaten my food and been like, I can order more when they get here.
That's literally what I said. There's like going to be half of them when we get there.
Yeah.
I'll eat them. Eat it. We don't want to get it cold because they're better when they're warm.
Oh, that's it.
So
You were
you
saying
guys
this?
begin rolling in. She's got a booth picked out. You all kind of begin sitting there. You wind up having to pull a chair over so you can get all 5 of you there, but it's not a big deal. This is before they started, bolting everything to the floor on their McDonald's.
Yeah.
So there is a chair that actually moves.
Mm.
So yeah, you're sitting there. Everybody assembles around the table. There is a nice apple pie sitting at everybody's place, so that's kind of nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Probably several of
No
you
problem.
order food, such as it is.
I thought you were going to say there's a nice apple pie in between all of you.
It's been split up.
No, she pre-ordered. I mean, those apple pies are like 60 cents. They're really pretty cheap. Well, okay, at
I
that
think
time they
they
were
were
probably a
Oh,
buck.
I thought something different when you said between you, like sitting at the table. I was like, meet the newest member of our team. thing.
Yes, the apple pie.
He's going with us on this treasure hunt.
Truly
The
the brains of the
McHeroes need
operation.
a mascot.
That's right. All right. So you all sit down, begin nibbling on your apple pie. Maybe come with drinks. Probably go up to the counter, order a Diet Coke or a water or a Sprite or whatever you're drinking. So tell me, what are you discussing?
So, I, in preparation for the environment in which we were going to trek into, and I pull out the laminated map and I'm like, have waterproofed our gear. So,
It is waterproof.
Can't
argue with that.
I mean, I don't want to take charge of this expedition or anything
Or this is
but-
all you.
Okay.
Lead the way.
So I think, I don't think it can hurt to hire Captain Braun and have him take us out and just do a preliminary thing. And then, are you going down with us?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, you and I are going down, right?
Definitely.
We got gear.
As someone who can actually manipulate air magic, you could probably set yourself up with a spell that would allow you to continue to breathe, even if it's just a bubble of air around your body. You could probably do that.
Water doesn't affect my spells.
Well, it will. You just have to put more power into it to overcome the water effect.
He is trying to get
Yeah,
us.
I
devious,
think
dude.
Normally doing something like that would probably take 3 power levels. This would probably, to do it, you'd probably take like 6, maybe a 9.
I'm just no.
Okay.
I looked into a YouTube video on how to share breathing between the two of us if you just want to
You hand it over to her and it stops working.
Yeah.
No, actually, scuba diving gear is actually pretty simple.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
scuba diving gear is simple
Actually,
enough.
you're
You're pretty
staying on
sure
the boat.
you're pretty sure you would not fritz the scuba gear.
So
You're pretty
Well,
sure.
I didn't have a scuba suit. Did you get a scuba suit for me?
we could acquire that since where we're going to rent the boat has scuba gear before we go out.
You really don't. Knowing what you know about Pontchartrain, you really don't want to get that water on your body. It's pretty
Right, I
nasty.
know. So I mean, that's why would like to have a
That's actually
scuba
smooth
suit.
in
Oh,
there.
yeah?
It's
We can.
No, it's not
Nice.
pleasant. It's
I
gross.
did it for a triathlon once.
No, yeah,
Oh god.
And of course, I wanted to go through there.
Yeah, this is like well, after I signed up for it, I was like, what in the hell?
when your immune system was strong and able to handle that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was in
stuff,
shape.
you
I
know,
was riding the bike and all that stuff.
Just get out and be
swimming
like,
raw
I'll just-
sewage.
Real,
you know?
I mean, this
Can I
is
get a
what
round of
you mean.
antibiotics and a
Yeah,
tetanus shot just to be sure?
All right, so I'll go down and I'll try the air bubble of thing, but if it doesn't work, I'll just snatch there.
Give me a.
I'll rescue
give me
you.
a. Okay, so what's your lore at?
Well, my lore is at 5, but well, with my ring, my lore is at 6.
Okay. So your what you need is a 6. Okay. So roll.
Oh, wait, I need a 6?
Yeah, you need a 6, so you're even. No, you're at 6. So
Okay,
you need
yeah.
a 6, so you're good. So what's your discipline?
5.
Okay. Roll your discipline check. You need to get at least a 6 on your discipline. Okay.
Ooh,
7?
Okay. So
Nice.
where are you checking this, by the way?
McDonald's bathroom.
The toilet.
The ball pit.
The
Well, I'll
You
look
climb
around
up
the
one of those
room. Are
little
there
tubes.
people around the room?
Yeah, there's several people eating in there and stuff like that.
Well, how would I?
You make a bubble
I
around your
don't know.
head.
Yeah, but okay. I'll make a bubble around my head, but how would I know if that's okay?
Yeah.
Who has water? Somebody pour their drink on me.
All right, so
Just me and both take out from both sides.
splash you with water, and the bubble holds. Actually,
Okay, fine. All right.
We're gonna eat
Yeah,
dirty.
what?
you now have Coke all over
I
you.
know.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's all
sticky.
The bubbles,
Sorry.
the bubbles actually body sized.
I'm
Believe
not
it or not.
sticky.
No, you're
But,
not.
you
It
know.
just rolls off and hits
Okay.
the
Did we
floor.
just do this in public?
Yeah.
All right.
They all just think this, you know.
We were worried about Captain Ron's
Yeah.
health.
Okay.
Technically, I guess it's not water; it's Coke, which is sort of water. Yeah.
Well,
a
okay,
lot
it's
of, lot of
enough.
sugar. Yeah.
It's a liquid. It's
Yeah.
a liquid.
Liquid.
So, all right, I'm safe. Sticky, but safe.
No, you're not sticky. It
I
just
know.
rolls
It
off on the
rolls
floor.
That is Cool.
Yeah.
I would have saved a lot of money on scuba gear if I could
Yeah.
do that.
Well, remember, you can only hold it for 1 round. If you want to make it longer than
Volt
1
wants
round,
to
then
play
you're going to
scuba
need
gear.
to put a little more power into it, which is
Yeah.
fine.
Just hold your breath.
You know, that's
How
fine.
long's a round?
It's about a minute when we're not in combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a whole minute. We better find this treasure fast.
Well, you could kick it up a power level and you get 10 minutes. So you need to have 7 power, but that's going to be an extra stress. You did take a stress, but I'm not going to make you worry about it because probably by the time we get to it, no, don't worry about it. Mental stress.
Do
Jody.
we have our stress from last time still?
Yes, your stress is gone from last time. Anybody who has stress marks, they're gone. If you have a minor consequence, it's gone as well.
Well, worst comes to worst, I can just speedily try to swim up and.
So my sucking chest wound is finally
Yeah, that was from
just in time
the
to
Devil
get
Man,
his
right?
dirty
Oh,
water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's good.
It was from the necromancer. Actually.
Oh, that's right. She did some nasty stuff to you.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So, yeah, okay. So you can do the spell.
What's the plan?
So the plan is, we secure the boat. We go out to the spot. We find the treasure.
Sounds good.
Well, okay, so I
Both like that.
I
That's the
think
plan.
treasure.
I think some of us go down. Obviously, maybe us 3. You guys stay on the boat and cover our backs in case. What if it's like cursed or trapped or
Sea monster.
something like that? Sea
Sea monster.
monsters.
Okay, so the map that we have,
hmm
Laminated.
it's a laminated like
There's so much
city
on it.
of but it's not like a nautical.
No.
It is not, but
It's literally a tourist map that actually shows the interesting places to visit in New Orleans and the areas around.
But there's
And then there's a
also
cigar burn.
I was about to say
Right.
there's a cigar burn, and you laminated it. You laminated
And then she's probably got the map of the ley lines from
Drawn
Della
on.
that she's drawn on
With
top,
Sharpie
and
marker.
3 of them cross right where that cigar burn is.
So,
but Ron does have a nautical map of the lake.
oh yes,
He does, and he told us this area was about 12
He's a
feet.
real sailor.
the real sailor.
He is, really.
He has a boat and everything.
So you've already worded past him where this is.
Well, if I recall, I kind of withheld this information, but I did sort of ask about the area.
Yeah, you did.
We could still loop him in
Okay.
on that.
I think Ron was thinking you guys were going to swim with the manatees or something, or you had swam
The
with the
original
manatees.
story
Yeah,
was like
You-
We had gone on a
yeah, and then
some-
eventually it was Pontchartrain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah, you don't want to swim with
Okay.
manatees in Pontchartrain. They'll
So-
attack you. They're feral.
Yeah.
They got
I just
sharp
want to
teeth.
see like if there's anything down there, and I just feel like there is.
Okay, so what if there is?
So if there is, I think the plan is because we don't know what's down there, and we don't know what disturbing it could do, and I don't even want to put Ron in danger. So I think what the plan is that this first trek out is just to see if there is anything, and then if there is anything, we come up and we be like, "Drat, there wasn't anything." Somebody else will have to say that because I don't feel comfortable about it. But then we get on the boat. Okay, great. And I'll just be like, and I'll be quiet. And then when we get Ron safely back to his area, we can get our own boat and come out here. Because then we would know it'd be worth the investment. Right?
See?
So if we
Or
did
kayaks.
find it, we wouldn't go ahead and bring it up. We would take him back and then come
I
back
think-
to get it.
I think that's the
Yeah.
play. Because I think we keep him safe in case it's trapped. We also have an idea of what we're dealing with. And we
Okay.
can
So we need to get him drunk.
Okay.
We could
And-
probably do that.
So
So
that
he
could be done.
forgets the
Does
spot.
anybody know how to drive a boat besides?
Well, I do.
Do you?
My dad used to work
that's
on
right.
boat motors
Okay,
in Florida.
so
Right.
we get
Yeah.
him, and then he already thinks you're crazy. I assume. So-
Well, maybe he does. Yeah.
he already thinks it.
Okay.
No room for doubt.
He was like,
Never
no,
met this man.
I
I,
wasn't
know he thinks
asking.
crazy.
I was telling you he definitely does.
Yeah.
You do have a pink wetsuit now, though. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, well,
So
I mean-
we're
And so, okay,
We're equipped to do this
Do
job.
we have like a small buoy or something else to mark said
We
treasure?
did.
So
We
we
did
can
have
find.
one.
Blew up. Now,
But we could do,
probably
like, a little
Captain
ball
Ron.
or
Captain Ron
something.
probably has a buoy that he would let you use to mark it.
That's what I was going to ask. Because going by your plan, I could probably fix a boat motor. Doesn't mean I can find the exact same place Captain Ron took us to out in the middle of
Right.
this place.
Right.
That's
We could. Yeah, we could probably just get a buoy or a crab trap or something. And
Well, like I said, we can just get it or knock him out, or can
Get him plastered.
you do anything with memory?
Not legally without the White Council coming in,
Okay.
coming after her. That's
No, but if we give
Yeah.
him plenty to drink, and
my only concern with that is that part of my concern about removing him from the situation is if things get hairy. That's
then what are we
civilian.
gonna do with
And
somebody
then he's
who-
drunk.
I'll grab him and fly away.
You
Okay.
could do
What
that.
if you can't fly?
Why not?
I'll grab him and fly away.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, you
Far
grab
away.
him and fly him away.
That sounds good. I'll fly away.
Alright, so-
Well, you know what? Actually, it's a boat. It has to have a certain number of life jackets.
He's got life
and
jackets,
seats,
yeah.
so
Yes.
yeah. All
But
right.
what if the all right? So I'm assuming we're
I
thinking
think
something's
so.
protecting this treasure. Is that why you're worried?
I mean, every good treasure has a trap.
And all our previous
I just watched
adventures went so
National
smoothly.
Treasure today.
Sean Bean was tracking. We don't want a Sean Bean to come over and kill Captain
Right.
Jones.
This would be bad.
Or Ron.
Yeah.
And and I like Captain Ron, but what if he is Sean Bean?
You got the
Then we kill him.
you got the distinctive
I mean-
feeling. You got the distinctive feeling Captain Ron was not Sean.
Who is
Bean.
Sean
He was-
Bean?
Yeah.
It's a very nice guy.
He pulled a mask on. It was me the whole time.
I'll take that treasure.
Sean Bean's the bad guy from National Treasure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he
You got the
was.
distinct feeling that Captain Ron was a pretty nice guy. Yeah, actually. He
I
said
think
something
he's a
about
good guy,
gorillas
and
and
I just
gorillas, and you're not sure what he was talking
I
about.
just
Alright.
want to make sure he's
So-
safe.
So do we?
But if we get there and it's not trapped and it's completely doable on site, then we don't have to waste another trip. We can just do it right there. I just want to have a backup plan in case it's more complicated than we account for.
Gotcha.
You probably need to contact Captain Ron then and tell him you want his boat. When are you
Ron
planning?
John Surf Show.
That's right.
When were you planning to go out later tonight?
I was gonna kind of hit the evening so that it would be
Yeah,
dark
5
and
p.m.
Around sundown ish.
minimize eyes on us doing this.
Okay,
You know.
cool. You want to give him a call? He did give you a card.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can give him a
you
call.
grab the phone. Bring. Captain Ron's dive shop.
Hi, Captain Ron. This is Miranda. I don't know if you remember. I came and bought a hot
The-
shake.
Yes. So did you have you been diving yet?
We were gonna go out this evening if that was if you had a spot available on your calendar.
I don't get a whole lot of charters out into Pontchartrain, but so yeah, I'm free. The shop closes around 5:00. I could probably have the boat ready by 5:30, and then we could head out around 5:30. Would that work?
Perfect.
He says, "All right. The boat is $250 for 8 hours. So now I assume this would be a night trip. So that would put us getting in. If we wind up staying a little later, it's not a big deal.
Right.
We could probably stay out most of the evening. Do I need to pack for fishing, or what are we doing?
Fishing is
All right.
fishing is definitely part of it.
I will pack my my fishing tackle, and does anybody else need fishing tackle for this?
We're gonna have 5 people, and we all kind of have our own gear. No, some
Wait.
of us don't have gear. We'll need fishing equipment for 2 other people.
Okay, well I will pack for 4 then.
3.
You 2 and then
3
okay.
other people.
Okay, I'll pack fishing gear for 5 people. I can make sure I have bait and stuff like that. That's fine. Not a problem. It is generally payment upon before we head out. So
Sure.
I accept major credit cards or cash. Don't really accept checks because And so I'll see you at.
What's 250 divided by 5, guys? 10. We all owe him $10.
Man, that's crazy math.
That's crazy.
He says,
Very affordable, actually.
he says, I'll see you at the dive shop at 5:30 then.
That's on the
Okay,
white
great.
couch. Stays
I'll
on
get
those guys. I'll say.
You're good. 10. And he hangs up. Okay.
We have acquired passage and fishing gear.
Dylan's just not a mathematician.
3 people.
I can see that.
You don't say.
I'm like trying to calculate on my hash brown
Carry the
wrapper.
one. Yeah. 2 plus 2 is 5. Right, because you got to carry the 1. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All right.